A woman, 43 years old, consulted on June 3, 1998. Patient reported, in the summer of 1988, while at the market at noon, she suddenly fainted and had to rest. In an instant, her whole body felt cold and numb, her legs were sore and painful, especially the calves, stiff and unable to stretch or stand. Family brought her home. After taking 2 APC tablets, she sweated profusely and felt comfortable afterward. Since then, she experienced low fever every afternoon, accompanied by numbness and weakness in the limbs, with body temperature between 36.5 to 37 degrees Celsius. She had to take APC or painkillers daily, otherwise the symptoms recurred. During this period, she was considered to have rheumatoid arthritis, etc., but was never cured. In the past 5 years, she relied on painkillers to get by. On May 20, 1998, she sought treatment at the traditional Chinese medicine department of a hospital in Lanzhou. The doctor observed, the patient felt cold, had low fever, headache, calf pain and swelling, dizziness, fatigue, poor appetite. Menstruation was normal, but vaginal discharge was white, turbid, and increased in volume. Tongue was pale, tongue coating white, pulse at the wrist was thin and tight like a string. It was considered that the fever was due to deficiency of qi. Prescribed based on Buzhong Yi Qi Tong, astragalus root, Huang Qi, 35 grams, Codonopsis root, Dongshin, 15 grams, Atractylodes root, Baizhu, 10 grams, Buplurum root, Chai Hu, 9 grams, Simicifica root, Shengma, 7 grams, Angelica root, Dongge, 7 grams, Tangerine peel, Qinpi, 9 grams, sweet wormwood, Qinghao, 9 grams, wolfberry bark, Digupi, 9 grams, oyster shell, Muli, 30 grams, dragon bone, Longu, 30 grams, honey fried licorice root, Jitsao, 6 grams. However, after 12 days of taking the medicine, there was no effect. On June 3, the patient consulted another doctor. This doctor carefully observed, the patient's low fever persisted, with alternating cold and heat, chest tightness, nausea, bitter taste in mouth, dry throat, dizziness, headache, irritability. Pulse was thin and tight like a string, slightly rapid. Tongue edges were deep red, tongue coating white and thick like accumulated powder. It was considered to be within the scope of Xiaochai Hutang and Da Yuan Yin prescriptions. Prescribed based on these formulas: Codonopsis root, Dongshin, 15 grams, Buplurum root, Chai Hu, 12 grams, Scutellaria root, Huang Qin, 10 grams, prepared Pinellia, Jiban Xia, 9 grams, honey fried licorice root, Jigan Cao, 9 grams, fresh ginger, Xingjiang, 9 grams, Erica slice, Yupian, 9 grams, magnolia bark, Hopa, 9 grams, Seoko fruit, Caogua, 6 grams, Anamarina root, Jimu, 9 grams, white peony root, Baishao, 9 grams, Dicroa root, Changshan, 9 grams, Polygonum multiflorum, root, Shouwu, 6 grams, Jujube fruit, Dazao, 3 pieces. This was 1 day's prescription. The herbs were decocted in water into a soup, divided into 2 doses per day. After 3 days of taking the medicine, the low fever disappeared and symptoms greatly reduced. The doctor considered it effective, removed Dicroa root, Changshan, and added Siler root, Fangfeng. After 5 more days of taking the medicine, the patient was completely cured. 1 month later, follow-up showed no recurrence. The doctor concluded, the patient had low fever for 10 years. Treatment with Buzhong Yi Qi Tong was ineffective, mainly due to blindly following the old experience that long-term illness leads to excessive consumption of body energy such as qi, without carefully examining the actual cause. 1. Qi, a term in traditional Chinese medicine, TCM. It refers to a highly vital and constantly moving microscopic substance within the human body. It includes the qi of respiration. Qi drives and stimulates various physiological activities. If the movement of qi stops, life ends. Certain substances in the body definitely exist but are invisible, some of which only exist while the person is alive, such as the qi of breathing. 2. That Xiaochai Hutang, a classic ancient herbal formula. Da Yuan a herbal formula from more recent historical periods.